Wish TV is proud to honor teachers in Central Indiana
She is an inspiration to all of us.
He's always smiling.
who go above and beyond,
He's done so many things for so many people.
He's inspirational.
making a difference,
He's always taught me to believe in myself and never get down on myself.
Everybody's biggest cheerleader.
and deserving of recognition for their outstanding efforts in
I
education.
love the people that I work with, and to know that I've made an impact on somebody's life, it's truly a great honor.
It's an honor. I love what I do, and the kids are the ones who make it work. I'm like just so taken aback because I love them so much. The fact that, they love me just as much just means a lot. Sorry, you're going to have to cut that part out.
And you are our winner.
Oh, thank you so much.
From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Golden Apple Awards podcast.
Hey everyone, Hannah Mordeau here. March's Golden Apple Award winner is Miss Terrionna King. She goes by Coach T. She's a cheer coach and a math coach here in Indianapolis at Purdue Polytechnic High School, Englewood. In fact, her path into teaching is rooted in cheerleading. The Golden Apple Award comes with a trophy, a school supply shopping spree to teachers' treasures, and it's brought to you by the Marion County Health Department. It also comes with a surprise from the News 8 team, and that surprise, as usual, goes so fast. So I brought Coach T back here on the podcast. Hey, Coach T, welcome to the podcast. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
So we just aired your story last week. You were on spring break. You're back at school now. We can kind of hear the kids in the background. How are you feeling? What's everybody there saying?
It's been really exciting. Lots of congratulations. Lots of you deserve it, which is awesome to hear, especially from, even kids I don't have in class. Lots of emails. I know I don't have you, but I've heard so many great things. Even now I've got 6 kids waiting on standby to congratulate me. So it's been awesome. I just, again, overwhelmed with love and support and excited for it.
You really deserve it. We touched on it a little bit in the story, how you have such an interesting path of how you got into teaching. I'd love to hear it from your own words. How did this all get started for you? How did you go from cheer to teaching?
So I actually started cheerleading back in middle school. My first year of high school, I did not make the team. And so I decided to try my hand at coaching. And so I stayed behind and kind of helped coach my middle school team, which really got my foot in the door of coaching and enjoying the growth in students. So once I graduated high school, went to college, did cheer there also, did many recreational teams where I worked with elementary school kids, again, just getting my foot in the door. Noticing back then that it was a passion for me to work with kids. I never thought it would be in the capacity of education, but it definitely has been a passion to work with children in general since, freshman year of high school. So once I graduated college, I moved into coaching basically full time. I've been at Lift Up Tumbling and Nutrition All-Star Gym for about 6 years now. So that's really where I began coaching for, profit in some way. Up until then, I was just a volunteer. So I spent about, 5 or 6 years coaching there before I got that Instagram DM from a student here at Purdue Polytechnic. And she was just like, I've seen your cheer and tumbling videos. We really need a coach. I want my program to come back, because I think at some point they did have a program and then disbanded for whatever reason. I took her up on the offer, reached out to the athletic director, and we talked for a couple hours. And he's like, hey, I really like you. I think you'd be great. You should consider working in the building. And at first I was a little apprehensive about it because I had never worked with high school students. I did work in a daycare for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, I just want to see how the cheerleading goes for a while. And then I say about a month after working with the kids, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I should come and work in the building. So again, I started as somewhat of we'll call it a hall monitor. But we had PLT spaces where students would take tests online. And so I just kind of walk around and monitor those students and make sure that they were where they were supposed to be, taking the tests they were supposed to take, and being honest about taking them, as you know, how kids can be, especially with online work. So I started there, did about 1.5 years or so of monitoring PLT spaces. From there, we kind of had a shift because COVID was I don't want to say over, but we were coming back into the building. And so they shifted me over to culture team, where I assisted the dean and made sure that we had positive student relations and positive interactions between students and staff. I'll say that I more so worked on issues between students, restorative conversations, and things of that nature. I'm really good about hearing both sides and both perspectives and helping the other person hear that perspective. So that was a good position for me. I was there for, again, about a year and a half. And then I moved into teaching math at the end of last year. They were looking for a math teacher. I substituted for a semester. And then over the summer, I went ahead and got all the certifications and certificates I needed to actually be able to teach math. So this is my first full year. And I've really been enjoying it. I definitely will say that I found the passion last year at the end of the school year, because I was just kind of thrown in. Hey, we need something for this space. And I'm like, wait, like, this is literally the best of both worlds. This is the math thing that I wanted to do, which is why I was going into accounting, but this is also working with the students that I've grown to love and care for. So that merge was amazing, and the administration here definitely supported me 100%. They got me tutoring and made sure that I had all the tools that I needed to take the test. And I really attribute all my success to the staff here and the administration, because without them, I don't know that I would have, number one, even found that I was passionate about this. And then number two, like I said, they did everything above and beyond to make sure that I was actually able to achieve this goal. So it's been a wild and crazy ride.
What an amazing story, though. Yeah, I mean, what an amazing story. I even loved where you started, of that you didn't make the cheer team, but your perseverance pushed you forward and has literally changed the course of your life and career and what you ended up doing. So what a testament to, just don't let something get you down and keep pushing forward. And then also kind of seeing where things take you and allowing you to go in a direction that you didn't necessarily plan. I think there's a good lesson in that, in both when you were in middle school and then also once these kids reached out to you here. I did cheerleading growing up too. I think sometimes for anyone that didn't do cheerleading, it's a confusing, they don't understand it. Well, you're just cheering on other teams, but it is such a team sport and you build each other up. What would you want people to know from a cheerleading side of things about all the positive things that can come from the sport?
I will say, again, it teaches motivation, like internal motivation versus external motivation. And being an athlete, at some point, you've got to take responsibility for yourself so that you can be the best athlete you can be. And I think that was one of the major things that cheerleading taught me, is that although it's a no right now, it's not a no later, as long as you work hard for that. Which is why my favorite saying is delayed does not mean denied. And that's exactly what I think my story is I didn't make it at first, and then I did. Same with, as far as teaching, I didn't want to do it at first, but then I did, right? And it just came from being pushed to be the best. I wanted to be the best at everything that I tried. Even not making it, like, okay, well, next year I'm coming back and I'm coming harder. So I think that's one of the best things that it teaches, is that internal motivation versus the external motivation. Because in being, especially students nowadays, it's hard to get that motivation if you don't have that person pushing you. So I think that's something that cheerleading really has taught me and has helped me in my adult life.
Now in the classroom, in math, freshman math can be kind of a hard subject. And not everybody necessarily loves it, although they all love your class, I've heard. How have you brought that into your classroom?
I, like the students have said, I go out of my way to make sure that students understand the math, and I find ways of making it clear to them. So although I'll use the academic language and I'll hit all the outcomes that we're supposed to hit as teachers, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna make it make sense to you. You know what I mean? So although you don't love it, you're gonna understand before you walk out of here. And I feel like it's not just my job, but it's literally it's literally my life's calling to make sure you get it, right? Like, I want to be the math teacher that I didn't have in high school. No, don't get me wrong, I loved my math teachers, but they didn't stop and go, okay, baby, you don't get it, so here, let me help you. Like that's
Mhm.
what I did. That's what I desired to do, especially as a freshman math teacher. I've got to get you in a space where you may not love it, but you're going to do it.
Mhm.
Right. I've got to get you to where, again, that external motivation helps, but I've got to get you to the point where you have internal motivation to just go ahead and get it done.
It sounds like you look out for your freshman students and how to best set them up to learn, but also your athletes. One of your cheerleaders said that you kind of course corrected her through high school. You know, maybe she wasn't getting on the path that she needed to be, and you stopped and tough love, but got her where she needed to be. How do you find that connection with kids, and why is it so important to you to step in where you see they need it?
So I think when I started in being a PLT monitor, I took that on as like a secondary responsibility where I do see all grades. I do have access to all grades. So, okay, I see that you're struggling, and technically I'm not doing anything but walking around monitoring. So, okay, here, let me help you out. And that's where it kind of started. And then, I mean, kids talk, right? So, oh, Coach T helped me with this. Okay, so now there's this new kid that I don't know that's gonna, hey, Coach T, I heard you helped my friend. Can you help me out too? And so I've got, I mean, these are my favorite little tools. I came up with this like assignment tracker where you just write in the assignment, the date that it was due, and there's a little checkbox so that they can at least, okay, these are the assignments that I have. Let me figure out how to catch up this way, like a visual aid. And so doing this for the kids that were closest to me, again, word of mouth, people tell people. And so now it's, okay, well, Coach T will help anybody just stop by her class. And I've even, I mean, gone as far as started sending helpful tools out to other staff members. And again, I'll say like, Purdue is the best place to be. All the staff do exactly what I'm being praised for doing. And without them, I don't know that I could do any of this. But yeah, at this point, they just come to me. I'm not even searching for them.
Well, they are coming to you for a reason, but that was interesting what you said with Purdue Polytechnic. It's something worth noting that you guys are all called coach, not just because you are a coach of cheerleading, but every teacher is called coach. And this sounds like a way that that's kind of being exhibited, that you guys are helping them find ways to learn and to and not just learn, but like how to carry that on in their future learning, I guess. With you just held up a sign, a list, basically, if anyone couldn't see. So it seems like you're finding ways that, I don't know, was that for you as a student? Was this what worked for you, or is this how
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. And then I think I just find I listen to what the students are saying, where their pitfalls are, where they feel like they need help, and I try to kind of bridge that gap. So a lot of the things that I come up with that help students are literally from, okay, I've sat with this student for so long and we're not getting it, so let's figure out another way.
You've had success and you're clearly loving your role there, teaching high school and coaching high school, I should say. But we are in need of teachers, and there's a shortage of them, and schools are having a hard time getting teachers. And I would imagine especially high school could be a hard age to teach. What do you think we as society should do, or what would you want people to know to get more teachers? Like, what do we need to do here?
I think first of all, we should continue to support our teachers and give them the acknowledgement that they deserve, give them their flowers. I do believe that if there's more engagement with students on a teacher front, like if there's more of setting up those relationships and getting closer to the kids, it's a lot easier to manage the classroom, which makes it a lot easier to be here every day. I will say that we have a really good community here where we're connected with our parents as well. We have several ways of connecting with our parents, and that also makes it a lot easier. So in general, if you know that you are passionate for the education of children and you want to see our future be as successful as it has been, yeah, you should be a teacher, but remember that it does require passion. It is very difficult. And it can be thankless sometimes. It can be thankless sometimes. So definitely be in it for the kids, not for anything other than that.
And maybe that's a reward too that you guys get, because it sounds like you love it, but it can be really hard too.
Yeah, absolutely. But just like seeing them grow, seeing them become adults, seeing them become better people, seeing them learn to think for themselves, all of those things, they definitely outweigh anything that you could consider bad when it comes to this job.
You mentioned parents. I have little kids, and my kids are about to start kindergarten, and I'm thinking, I want to be the best parent partnership with teachers. What advice would you give to parents? How can parents better help?
Introduce yourself. If there is an email or something that doesn't sit well with you or you have questions about, reach out and actually ask questions. Just be present. Just be present. If I, as a teacher, email you, thanks, even like a response so that I know that you have seen it. That way we have some sort of connection outside of I'm just calling you when your kid's doing bad. So parent teacher nights, be present. If there's ever a time that you have off work, come and visit it. We love when parents come and visit with students and follow them around school. Just getting to know your students' teachers would be best, I think.
So back to you a little bit. You teach all day. You coach cheerleading for Purdue Polytechnic High School most days of the week, but then you're also in your other role as a tumbling coach. I mean, how do you manage it all?
It's tough. It really is tough. As of right now, Purdue is on a little break. We come back at the end of May, so we do have like March to May off. But during the school year, generally I have Purdue until about 7, and then 7 I'm headed across town. I'm at it again until 9 o'clock. So I just kind of stagger things around. But with them being the same things, I can often kind of combine as necessary. So if there's a day where I'm like, okay, I'm really tired, but I got Purdue and Luton. Okay, well, Purdue, let's go to Luton. Like we're, again, administration here at Purdue is so supportive. If I need to take all 12 girls somewhere, they're driving us somewhere. Like they really are super supportive here. So staggering my time, making sure that I take my vitamins and I keep myself healthy so that I can do all these things. But they're basically all the same, so it's pretty easy to navigate. I think so.
Well, you do a terrific job because that's a lot. What is it? How does it make you feel when you look at your cheer squad now and it's grown so much? The girls did an amazing job. Your students, you have multiple students on there, an amazing job. How does it make you feel when you look at them and the cheer team and their accomplishments?
It's amazing. Even thinking back to my first year where I only had 7, and then in the videos that you guys have, I have 15. And this past year I had 16 plus 2 boys. Like it's insane. It's insane how much it's grown. And I don't feel like it's attributed to me. I think this is the athletes creating an amazing culture and an environment that's inviting and welcoming to people who may not have even tried cheerleading before. Honestly, we let everybody on the team. You just have to show that you're willing to try and willing to work hard. And so it's just amazing to see how big it's gotten and how different it is. We even started as more of a traditional team, and now we're more of like a stump shake team. So I'm just kind of letting it grow and letting it turn into whatever the students of that year would like it to be.
What all do you guys cheer for, sports wise?
Pretty much everything. We start off with football, and then in November we move into basketball. During basketball, we also do our home wrestling meets. We also do volleyball senior night. And then often in this March, April area, I'll take some of the girls that are not doing other sports and we'll go and we'll cheer on the baseball and softball teams. So it's like a mini workout since we're off season.
Yeah, it's amazing. How do you think that your work as a coach first translates to you now in the classroom with more hardcore topics such as math?
I am definitely a no-nonsense coach. Like, you're just going to do what I say. Generally, I don't have any problems with that because if I'm telling you to do it, number one, it's because I know you can. And number two, it's because it's beneficial to you. So same thing in the classroom. If I'm asking you to do it, number one, I've already given you the tools to do so. Number two, all you have to do is ask if you need help. Like, I'll help guide you through. So the same sense that I am a no-nonsense coach, like you're just going to do it, I'm a no-nonsense teacher. You're also going to do it. And if this doesn't work for you, I'm going to find another way that does work so you can do it. So there is never an excuse as to why you cannot, which I believe that can't is a cuss word, especially on my cheer mats. Yes, you can. You just might need a little help, but yes, you can. And that's my same motto for the classroom.
What's the future hold for you?
I will definitely be here a little while longer. I just re-enrolled into school, so I'm going to get another degree. Looking to maybe move into cybersecurity, try my hands at some tech stuff. But whatever I decide to do, I'm going to do through Purdue and stay here for a while, maybe teach another discipline, since that's always an option. But right now, just looking into another degree, continuing to move both programs forward. I'm really excited for this coming year for cheerleading. We're going to do a smaller, more in-depth team, I'll say. We're also looking into competing this year. So this will be our first year as competitive cheerleaders.
That's amazing. I was wondering when I asked what sports you guys cheered for, if you were doing any competitions yet, because that is a whole nother realm.
It is, which I'm a little nervous about. The other gym that I work for is a competitive cheer team. We actually just won our last competition in Hobart, Indiana, and then we placed third in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I'm looking to take Purdue into competitive cheer, probably more so game day, but I think they're excited and I think they're ready. So
I remember in high school, we didn't ever do competitive until my final senior year, and then we decided to do it, and it is hard and a lot, but it's also amazing and really brings you together with your team, and you're cheering, not just for your school and your team, but then also for each other there on the mat too. So
right,
it sounds like it's going to be amazing for your students there.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, is there anything else you want us to know about you?
I'm just really, again, honored and excited that I was chosen for this. Definitely did not expect it. I'm overwhelmed and overjoyed. And I hope that you guys continue doing this truly, truly amazing.
Well, you're amazing. It was so much fun getting to surprise you, and your cheerleaders made it even better with the coming in with the cheer for you. So tell them thank you, and thank you for letting us take up some of your day and talk today.
Of course.
Coach T definitely has a bright future ahead of her, and there's no doubt cheering people on is going to be a part of it. From Wish TV, I'm Hannah Mordeau. We're going to continue honoring teachers here in Central Indiana who go above and beyond to make a difference in children's lives. So if you know a teacher who deserves recognition, please nominate them for the Golden Apple Award. It is so easy to do. Just send in a detailed nomination at wishtv.com/Golden Apple and listen for the next winner right here on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The Wish TV Golden Apple Awards podcast. Nominate a teacher and learn more at wishtv.com now. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast and discover even more great podcasts now on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.